Hey there, this is just a initial video to let you know what's what with this Cuisinart smoker slash combination grill. Just first and foremost, it runs on electricity. I think it says in the manual, which I'm still reading, that the heating source never like turns red or anything like that. So that's the first thing to know. You got your hopper where you're putting your pellets. And this controls the temperature, electrical. Also note that when you get it from the box, there's some assembly. You have to put on the legs, all four legs underneath it. You got to put the grating on. You got to put the shield on to either let direct fire heat up the food, just in case you want to broil or barbecue that way instead of smoking. That shield, and then the grate. I don't know if the grate's gonna go back. I also got to put on this the handle part. There's a little grease trap. Got to put on also this part. So it's pretty portable. Once you get it together. It's very heavy though. So just also know, it's a smoker that's electric. So you got the probe and also the cable that we're gonna hook to an orange outdoor outlet cable. Next time, the first time I use it, I probably am going to do a seasoning cook to make sure any sort of chemicals that may have come in manufacturing are burnt off and get a good flavor going too on the inside. So there we go. Alright, so here is a short video review of the Cuisinart portable smoker slash barbecuer. The temperature, I just had it on 200, but it was like going, I don't know, my temperature probe was reading like 250. I just put it up because this chicken that I'm cooking on it has reached 150, and that's when I'm trying a recipe where I put it up to 350 or maybe higher for the last 15 degrees of temperature. So it works pretty well. There's the pellets. It says the hopper holds about 4 pounds of it. Pretty easy to fill. This is a grating. There's a top little small grating too. So you can see it doesn't hold very much more than like a whole chicken. It's not a super big surface area to cook. You can probably do tri-tips or maybe a small brisket. So underneath the grating is a shield. You can open it or close it. I should be opening it for high heat and trying to crisp up the skin. But there's a small little pot that and on the side there's kind of a fan that lets pellets into the little pot, and it's all electrical. It has a little wire running out, so I would say it takes like about 10-15 minutes to start. If the little pot is empty of wood, it has to get however much wood in there to start going. And then also something to know is when you turn it off, there's a fan that goes on for 10 minutes to kind of try and make sure that the fires get put out. So that's another thing. Good things about it. It cooks chicken really well. I've tried a few pieces of chicken, or this is the first whole chicken I'm cooking on it. There's about as much grease that came out. Little grease thing. I earlier cooked a bunch of drumsticks and had my meat temperature probes in them, got them up to temperature, and then broiled them to put a little bit of char flavor on them, and those were a hit. Now that you're always going to be adjusting this thing, the sort of electrical temperature control, and sometimes it'll have error messages, and you really got to go to the manual to figure out what the error messages are. Fahrenheit, Celsius, prime, I think you have to run if you haven't run it in a long time, or the first time you run it, it also needs to be primed. One of my least favorite things about this is that basically the lowest temperature you can get on it is 200. It's going higher than this, but when it's around 200 or 250, you start to get that blue smoke, which is good, which is really good for flavor. But I was told by a family member that ideally you want your smoking temperature, if you can do it, to get it really low, like around 175 or even potentially 150, to build up bark. So, I mean, his is a Traeger electric grill and smoker, and the best, it's the best smoked meat I've ever tried, and I was asking him what temperature and what he does, and so yeah, you can essentially get it down to 200, but doesn't go much further than that. So this chicken has been cooking on 200, around 200 or 250, with an ambient temperature measured. But it's nice and it's small. Just watch out for the hopper too. If you run out of pellets in the middle of a grill, which I did, that can kind of suck. And also, like, since it's all electric, it's basically like a wood smoker and a wood fire grill when it works. Yeah. So that's that. Works pretty well. You know, every barbecue thing has its sort of quirks, and once you figure those out, you'll be good to go and making some tasty food. So that's it.